All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. We're gonna diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. BLCS, also called Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. Now, this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means when they do that, the fewer than 6 out of 100 women, our ad has actually entered their brain. And the final thing we're actually looking for is that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So unique CTRL is basically how many women did we get to have a non-zero out of 100 have a non-zero chance of buying from us. That's literally what it is. Because everyone else that doesn't click it anywhere on the ad, they just scroll right on by. Our ad did not enter their brain. They ain't never buying. So this is the, what's the purchase probability, or kind of first leading indicator um, of what we're hoping to achieve. So we gotta get this number up as high as possible. 6% is the absolute minimum floor. Anything under 6%, massive, massive, massive problem. And that's because a unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. It is a symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So unique CTR all extremely under 6%, extremely common. It's the most common thing I see with Boudoir Facebook advertisers. But it's not normal. It means there's a massive disconnect, massive problem in the ad. And the deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, the 3 PCM. More on those, at the end of this video. Now, a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, BLCA. So, you can see we're setting up our universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, Boudoir PCO. Treatment takes about a week. We discovered this, we created this, cannot get this anywhere else. The way the treatment works is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, and we leave the original. And we actually apply the treatment on the duplicated one. We run the treatment for about a week. And when we're doing that, we after about a week, we basically we just keep whichever one running as the highest metrics, and it's always been the Boudoir PCO treated ad that ends up with the highest metrics for unique CTR all. And once treated with Boudoir PCO, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and instead we achieve pre-click alignment. Now, pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. It's basically meaning, we finally got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our universe. Got a BLCA with BLCS, caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution is Boudoir PCO, takes about a week. And we achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become dominant Boudoir advertisers with Boudoir brain entry boost. So we got our this is my residency. First part of my residency is finding a Boudoir Facebook ad out there, bringing it back to the hospital, testing it out. First one we found, unique CTR all 4.30%. So unique CTR all under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the treatment, treated with Boudoir PCO. Takes about a week. And guess what? We got the unique CTR all up to 6.88%. So we found out we discovered the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of its ad spend of what it could have been achieving. So that means if they were to spend 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only have to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir PCO treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So that delta, that difference, $3,700 a month, they can just pocket that kind of as like a phantom bonus. They no longer have to spend that on ads anymore, kind of like a Boudoir PCO bonus. And as a result, you know, they're as long as they keep advertising, they're kind of getting this phantom bonus in the background, $3,700 a month every single month. And at the end of the year, that's like a 40K phantom bonus that stayed in their pocket that they didn't have to spend out of pocket as a result of the Boudoir PCO treatment. All right, second part of my residency, found another Boudoir Facebook ad out there in the marketplace, brought it to the hospital, tested it out, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. So we discovered that BLCS was present. Unique CTRL under 6% is BLCS, Boudoir click syndrome, but we got the treatment for it. BLCS treatment with Boudoir PCO takes about a week. And as a result, we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 84% of ad spend, literally 84% of ad spend being wasted. And so that means if they're paying 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only have to pay, now they don't have to spend 1.6 grand a month with the Boudoir PCO treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. Awesome. So wasting that $8,400 a month difference that they no longer have to spend, they keep it as profit or keep it in their pockets every single month. Basically a phantom profit, Boudoir PCO profit, whatever. And at the end of 12 months, it's like basically 100K extra in the bank. No extra work, no extra effort, no extra servicing more clients, none of that. Finally, my hospital now had a patient come in, unique CTRL 5.03%, discovered that BLCS was present. Unique CTRL under 6%, BLCS is present, Boudoir click syndrome. So now we got the solution. We can treat it with Boudoir PCO, takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So found out it was, the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now he only needs to spend $3,300 a month on the new Boudoir PCO treated ad, and he'll get his ad into the same number of women's brains. And that $6,700 a month delta, that difference, he actually keeps as a just in his pocket. Again, as another phantom profit, Boudoir PCO profit, whatever. And after 12 months of this, it's like kind of an 80K extra bonus in his pocket that he no longer has to pay for, or that he keeps just without any extra work. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of ad spend. I mean, look at these numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And so wasting approximately 50% of it. I mean, the average there is between 50 to 60%, something like that. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we're actually, then we're actually, eliminating approximately 5K every single month back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket. They keep that, they no longer have to spend it. And it's approximately 60K in the next year. So we want to fix that. So now we're coming here. We want to see if the check out, see what things we got that could be causing BLCS, if any. So I do see we got the below creative cluster mistake here. This is filling out all the things Facebook recommends us to fill out. That is good for Facebook, but bad for us. So it's the false belief we're following here. And the consequence of this, way more women scrolling by our ad than necessary. So we're paying for that impression, but our ad is not entering those women's brains. It's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, higher chance of causing BLCS. And this actually is what Facebook wants because Facebook can serve more ad spend per unit time. Now, looking at the creative, all right, we got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe our ads should be like ads because that's how we've always seen ads in newspapers, magazines, TV, social media, other Boudoir Facebook ads. They've always looked like an ad. The consequence of this though is way more women scrolling by our ad than necessary. Our ads not entering their brain or wasting that impression. And finally, let's see what we got here. When a boudoir session when you never feel ready, but do it anyway. So, looking at the See More headline here, first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. When a boudoir session, or if you never feel ready, but do it anyway. All right, yeah, lack of context mistake here. You know, most common thing that I'm seeing the most of. False belief that causes us to make this mistake is we're believing incorrectly that we're providing enough context. And what we're providing is the #1 way to bring in buyers from a boudoir Facebook ad, and that is incorrect. Now, the consequence of this is way more women are going to be scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. Pulling our unique CTR under 6%. Higher chance of BLCS. So looking at this, yes, this boudoir Facebook ad, yes, I do believe it has. So the unique CTR, I believe it is under 6%, causing this boudoir Facebook ad, I believe, to have boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a boudoir Facebook advertiser spending more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you decide, all right, I've optimized every other part of my business, I gotta pull some more profit out of this because there's inflation, prices going up everywhere, more boudoir photographers entering the market. I need to find some way to optimize the business, get more profit out of the business, stop wasting all my money. And you want to, I would say, save or eliminate, approximately 5 grand a month in boudoir Facebook ad costs. Literally just save that, approximately 60K in the next year, and still get all of the our ad into the same number of women's brains because we'd be running the Boudoir PCO treated ad. So if you want all that and get you on your way to become a #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM. Well, my DM's open. So when I'm actually doing intake for new patients, because right now my DMs are closed, but I will be opening, doing intake for new patients